ladies and gentlemen, our main sponsors, somebody who's come forward, I believe, for the first time ever, to support a Durga Puja. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rob, but I think it's the first time. Bicester Village has come forward to support Triveni, Aylesbury, Durga Puja. I have the absolute honor of presenting Rob Stevens from Bicester Village.
Thank you very much, Indra. It certainly is the first time that I've ever been involved with an event like this, and it's a real honour to be invited. Thank you very much. So hello everybody, I'm Rob. I thought that I'd start off with a brief story about how and why I'm actually here. In July last year, I decided that I wanted to learn the card game of bridge. So I joined the local bridge club, Aylesbury Aces. They play just across the road at Buckingham Community Centre. As you know, bridge players need partners, and I didn't have a partner, so initially I was just playing with the really bad players or people whose partners were ill or on holiday or had fallen out with each other. One evening, I got a call from the membership secretary saying that she'd just spoken to a very pleasant sounding gentleman who was looking for a partner. And apparently he played exactly the same systems and conventions as I did, which came as a surprise to me because I didn't play any systems or conventions at the time. She couldn't tell me what his name was despite having written it down, but she did give me his number, which I called, and Indrajit picked up. And we had a good chat, and he told me that he was a keen bridge player. He hadn't played in person for several years. But he was he'd been playing a lot online, and he was looking to start playing again. And he mentioned the Calcutta days, and he mentioned the Grand Masters, and he mentioned the Indian regional finals. And I was thinking, my goodness, this guy is pretty serious, big bridge player. Then he asked about me. And I had to make an instant decision. I desperately needed a partner, and I was very keen. So I lied, and I said to him that I was a pretty good bridge player, and that I understood all of his conventions, and that we should play on Tuesday. And we played on Tuesday, and we actually miraculously did very well. I think we came in the top 2, and at that point I was thinking, well, maybe I am a really good bridge player, maybe it's instinctive. But alas, that wasn't the case. Our game went downhill very quickly after that, to such an extent that Indra had to restrain himself from shouting at me at least 10 times every game by going out and smoking cigarettes. But he didn't give up. We soldiered on, and we've just come top of the ladder in Aylesbury Aces Bridge Club, which is a big thing for me. I'm going to get the trophy. It's not a big thing for him, but yes, very pleased that I got that call. So how did that lead to this? Well, one day he was sending texts during the bridge game, which you're not supposed to do. So I asked him afterwards why he was doing that, and he said that he was involved in a charity, and he was organising a charitable event. And he told me about Triveni, and he told me about your objectives, or the objectives of Triveni in terms of promoting Indian culture and performing arts, organising events and promoting harmony between community groups. I think the phrase that he told me that particularly struck me was the phrase unity in diversity. And 2 things struck me. First of all, I thought I'd better introduce him to John, my brother, who you'll hear from in a bit, who is an expert on Indian history and studied in Calcutta. And secondly, I thought, well, there's similarities here between Triveni and Bicester Village, the Bicester collection, of which Bicester Village is part, because our overriding objective is to make the lives of others better. And alongside that, a key priority is women and children, which really I think fits in really nicely with what you were describing earlier on, Indrajit. We celebrate different cultures, and we have a big Do Good initiative, we call it, which is a big charitable initiative that operates across the world. So I organised a meeting with the trustees from Triveni and the senior directors at work, and they got on very well. And when they were asked to sponsor this event, they didn't hesitate to do so. And they also reminded me recently, well, they were also very impressed with the rate of growth of Triveni, how it went from 3 people to a full house over the space of just a year or so. And they likened that with the rate of growth of Bicester Village, which just 25 years ago was simply a field in the middle of nowhere, and now is it's the second biggest tourist destination in the UK. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.